Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about including information from other sources in our writing. It is not a good idea to copy and paste information from the internet or books or articles. The best way to follow is to paraphrase. So let's take a minute now to think about some questions. What is a paraphrase? Have you heard of it before? If yes, why do you think it is important? And what are the techniques of writing a paraphrase? Before discussing the formal definition, let us first try to understand what it is like to write a paraphrase. Paraphrasing is like making a pizza. Suppose your mom taught you how to make a pizza. When you make it yourself, you must follow the recipe strictly. However, you may as well make certain changes. You may put mozzarella cheese instead of parmesan. You may add button mushrooms instead of brown mushrooms. You may use yellow bell peppers instead of green. Other than that, you follow all the other steps strictly and bake the pizza according to your mom's recipe. And when you share the pizza with your friends, you must acknowledge that it's your mom's recipe. So, what is paraphrasing? In a nutshell, paraphrasing is restating the author's ideas using our own words and sentence structures, as well as giving due credit to the author through citation. The next question that may come to your mind is, why do we need paraphrasing? The answer is very simple. We need to paraphrase ideas from renowned sources or from texts written by renowned people to strengthen our research paper, thesis, or assignment by using these ideas to back up our argument. Also, paraphrasing can help us to replace too many direct quotations, as too many quotations are not expected to be found in a good research paper, thesis, or assignment. Most importantly, paraphrasing helps us to avoid plagiarism, since due credit is given to the author for his ideas and his writing is not copied from the text word by word. Now let's move on to the strategies of writing a paraphrase. Firstly, we need to start with proper APA in-text citation. By including in-text citation, we can avoid committing plagiarism and establish that the idea was not stolen, rather was paraphrased with citation. Although paraphrasing does not require us to paraphrase the whole text, as it is mostly one paragraph, still we need to acknowledge the author at the beginning or at the end of our paraphrase through in-text citation. While writing an independent paraphrase, it is always a good idea to include the in-text citation at the very beginning. Secondly, we have to rewrite all the sentences in a paragraph without skipping any. That is to say, if there are 5 sentences in the original paragraph, we will have to rewrite all 5 sentences. The main idea of the paragraph, along with sub-ideas, examples, and details, must be rewritten. While we can merge 2 sentences into one, we cannot skip any. Thirdly, use own words and sentence structures. All the sentences in the original paragraph should be rephrased in our own words and sentence structures instead of directly copying them from the original text. Copying directly from the text without quotation marks is accounted as plagiarism, and quotations should not be included in a paraphrase. Fourthly, use attributive tags. Attributive tags are popularly known as author tags. Attributive tags indicate that the paragraph we have rewritten in our own words and structures does not include our own ideas. Rather, we have only rephrased them in our own words. Let's have a look at some examples. The author discussed, she or he stated that, she or he further explained. Fifthly, use transitional words and maintain the sequence. While writing a paraphrase, the sequence of the sentences must be maintained according to the order that they appear in the original text. Because changing the sequence may make the main idea of the paraphrase difficult to comprehend. Transitional words help to make the paraphrase coherent. Let's have a look at some examples. Moreover, in contrast, to conclude, etc. Sixthly, avoid including personal opinion. A paraphrase is supposed to include only the restatements of the author's ideas and sentences. Seventhly, maintain the same verb tense throughout. We can either use simple past or simple present tense in our paraphrase. We should refrain from mixing up tenses. Finally, finish your paraphrase by writing the reference of the original text following the APA style accurately. Reference needs to be included at the end to provide the readers with detailed information about the source, so that they can retrieve the source text if needed. Also, reference is important to include in order to properly acknowledge the author of the text and to avoid committing plagiarism unintentionally. Here is an example for you. So that's all about paraphrasing. In case you have any confusion, kindly go through the chapter on paraphrase in your booklet. Also, don't forget to write an email to your teacher if you have any further queries. Thank you so much for listening.